Now, there's always a double-edged sword. If the patient's stable and you call GI for endoscopy, they're going to say they're going to take their time. If the patient's too unstable, she may die from the sedation that requires them to be likely prophylactically intubated and get this big hose, this big black snake-like endoscopy device put in the mouth to diagnose if it's PUD or variceal bleeding that needs banding. So it's a double-edged sword. And I'm going to tell you this. The ghetto way I was taught is to throw in an NG tube. Now, throwing down an NG tube is not going to rip open the sides, right? The NG tube through the nose, not the mouth. It does not have razor blades that's going to cut into the variceal bleed, right? And put it this way. I put a lot of NG tubes or OG tubes in patients who may have cirrhosis or liver, and I never knew because they came in as a trauma. And I don't see spontaneous hemorrhage from all the OG tubes I put in prophylactically to prevent aspiration. Right. So put it this way, though. You do not need an NG tube to prove there's a GI bleed. Because if it's negative, maybe there's a clot over that area of bleeding already, or the bleeding stopped temporarily. It does not rule out active GI bleed. So when GI tells you to do it before they come in, say no. What I really want to tell them is, can I do it on you first and then do it on the patient? Because they're going to say no. And they know the truth. Endoscopy will the only way to figure out what's bleeding.